So good evening. We're going to move into graphing lines that are in slope intercept form. I think so far we've been working about, we've been given slope and we've been writing equations. We've been given lines and things like that. Now we're going to go the other direction. We're going to give you the equation and we're going to graph the line from that equation. So I've got two equations and they are in slope intercept form. Remember, slope intercept form is the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and the b is that y-intercept. So some steps to follow. If I want to graph lines, if I can identify the slope and the y-intercept, that's a good move for us to start with. So notice that we do have a slope of 3, and we do have a y-intercept of a -2. Now, remember, slope has to be this rise over run. So if I have a whole number for slope, it's a good idea to write that as 3 over 1. So now we have our rise and run concept. So once we identified our slope, the next thing we'll do is plot our y-intercept. Our y-intercept is this -2. So I'm going to graph this -2. So we plot our y-intercept. Our next step is use the slope to plot 2 more points on that are going to be on the line. So from this point, starting on the y-intercept, because remember the y-intercept is a point on the line, I'm going to use slope to identify 2 more points on the line. So from this point, it says rise up 3. So from here, 1, 2, 3, rise over 1, run over 1. And then from this point, I'm going to rise up 3, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to run over 1. So I should have something like that. So from here again, I'll start here. Remember, don't count that spot. Your finger or your pencil starts here. Your first move is up 1, 2, 3, then right 1. And then again, up 1, 2, 3, and right 1. So once I have my 3 points, I can then draw my line. So my fourth step would then be to graph my line. So try to line up those 3 points, and we'll sketch a line that corresponds with our equation. So we have something like that. So I'm given an equation, and that equation can be graphed as a line. So let's see if we can look at this next example. Again, it's in slope intercept form, so I can identify the slope. The slope is that -2/3. Remember, it's that coefficient in front of x. And my y-intercept is that constant of 4. My next move is then, once I've identified the slope and the y-intercept, I want to plot the y-intercept first. So again, the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis. So it crosses the y-axis at 4. And then my slope is this -2/3. So remember, the top number is your y direction, and the bottom number is your x direction. So -2 means to move down 2 from here and run over 3. So down 2 over 3, and I have to do that again. Down 2 and over 3. So down 2 and over 3. So again, I plotted my y-intercept. I then used the slope to plot 2 more points. So there's my y-intercept. Down 2, right 3 gave me 1 more point. Down 2, right 3 gave me another point. Again, I'm plotting 3 points just to make it look a little bit better. It really only takes 2 points to draw a line, if you recall, but we're just doing that for a little extra measure, just a little extra practice. So I'm going to line those points up, and I'm going to draw my line through those points. So that's pretty much all there is to it when it comes to that. That's what's so nice about the slope intercept form. Once you get this down, the math actually gets pretty easy. Okay? So remember, slope intercept form can be our friend, especially when it comes to graphing. So stay tuned.